Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Wispin here, and welcome back to another video here on the Pokecentral network. If you guys do want to join me here on the server, the IP is pokecentral.org. All of the links you need to get Pixelmon are down in the description. All you really need is a Minecraft account and a computer, and you can get online on the server and join me. So this is going to be another episode of how to train your... And today we're actually going to be doing Swampert. So how to train your Swampert, episode number 35 of this series. And let's just get straight into things. So before we actually go out and try to find a Swampert or a Mudkip or anything, what is this doing? Why is there a random log? I don't understand. Nobody's allowed to build in my base. How did somebody, oh wait, I placed that there. Okay, now I remember. Okay, forget I said anything. So what I'm actually gonna be doing here is building sort of like a docks area all the way around here. And I placed that log there to show kind of where it'll end. And we're actually going to have to probably wrap it all the way out and around because I do want to expand the island because you guys have voted for option number 2, which was to go ahead and tear down the factory, build a mansion slash house here, and then build a little Pokemon arena. Not really like a stadium or anything with like well, we'll see what we do. But we're definitely going to need more space than this to get that done. So I got to expand it out. But I want to build kind of like docks around the whole side of the island here. And then behind my house, I think I'm going to actually expand sort of this rocky terrain all the way around the backside of my house, so it kind of brings the whole island together. Hopefully, if it comes out as I have planned, it will look amazing, but we'll just have to see how that goes. For now, let's focus on getting the 4th member of our team, which is going to be a Swampert. So I do know we actually got ourselves a Mudkip. I believe it was out of a clue scroll, which means it should have decent IVs. I think that's where we got it. I think. I'm not actually sure. I'm not 100% on that, but IV's number 6. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what are we working with here. 42%. Definitely not out of a clue scroll. So I'm not entirely sure where this thing came from. I don't remember, but we'll have to work with it and we'll see. Maybe there's another one in the GTS, although I doubt it because they don't seem to be very common. All right, no Swamperts in here, no Mudkips, no anything. So we're just going to have to try and figure this out on our own, most likely through breeding. Or I could ask in chat if anyone has a decent one, but I doubt it. Swampert doesn't seem like the most common Pokemon here on the server, but he's pretty amazing. Looking at his stats, I'll have him showing up on screen here if I don't forget. He does have 100 HP, 110 attack, 90 defense, 85 special attack, 90 special defense, and 60 speed. So the only stat that he's really lacking in is speed. He is a pretty beastly Pokemon, and not that many people use him, surprisingly, but he's going to be a great fit for our team. Going to kind of fit the more of a tank role, and we're going to put, I believe, Stealth Rocks and Toxic on him, so kind of those setup moves that really help you out, and then we're also going to be putting Scald and Earthquake, just so we have some stab moves as well that are going to do a lot of damage. So that's the plan for the moveset, and we really just need to get to work on increasing this guy's IVs. So what egg group is Mudkip in? Maybe we have a good Pokemon that we can breed him with. Okay, so I just looked it up. He's in the Monster Egg group as well as the Water 1 Egg group. We do have a female Mudkip, but we do have a male Nidoking sitting right there. IV's looking pretty good at 92%. That's what we're going to have to go with. Now, unfortunately, I believe our Swampert is going to need attack, but it's a good start. We have 5 perfect IVs on there. So what I'm actually going to do is go ahead and get myself a Destiny Nut. And I don't know if we still have one, but we can check our chest. Put that on our Nidoking, and then let me check their natures. Let's see. Bold. Okay, I'm going to change his nature in the Pokey Designer before we get into anything, just so all of the eggs will pass down that same nature. So we're going to have to put, I believe, an Everstone on him after we go ahead and confirm Sassy Nature. Now, Sassy Nature actually goes ahead and boosts special defense and lowers speed. Now, the reason that we're going for this is because we want his special defense to be as high as possible. Since he's a tank and he has a really good special defense, that'll be great. And his speed is already so bad that it really just doesn't matter. He's not going to be outspeeding most things anyways, so we're not really going to focus on that. Might as well lower it down and just expect to go second every single time. So let's go ahead and confirm that change. Confirm. And let's see. Do we have a Destiny Nut? No. We do have an Everstone, that's good. But I don't know, where did my Destiny not even go then? It's gotta be in here somewhere, right? Maybe it's on one of these fletchlings. Let's see, holding Everstone, oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Speaking of, Ivy's number 4, that's not too bad, 76%, but both of the ones that we have in there are actually already better. Still trying to get that Talonflame. I'm not I'm not really focusing on it. I'm pulling out like 1 egg a day. Okay, hello, come on. There we go. Okay, I'm pulling out like 1 egg a day, so we're really never gonna get there, but oh well, eventually. Someday we'll get a good egg. So warping on over to the shop so that we can buy ourselves a Destiny Knot. Now what the Destiny Knot does is allow your Pokemon to pass down 5 IVs rather than 3. So normally you'll take your Pokemon 6 IVs from each Pokemon, so that's 12 total, and it'll take 3 of those randomly and pass those down to the egg. However, if you have a Destiny Knot, which should be in here, I think. Hello, there we go. Then it'll pass down 5 out of the 12 rather than 3 out of the 12. Now, of course, the egg can only have 6 IVs in total, so 5 out of the 6 IVs will be passed down from the parents, and 1 of those IVs will be completely random. Let's go ahead and put the Destiny Knot on our Nidoking. I don't believe it would matter which Pokemon it was on. However, since we do need Mudkip to have the Everstone, Nidoking will have to hold the Destiny Knot. So let's go ahead and open up the daycare here and see if... Oh, these 2 are still breeding. I didn't even realize that. Okay, I guess we'll take that egg and we'll put these in pin number 3. I got all kinds of Pokemon in the daycare that I'm just forgetting about. Good thing I have leveling disabled. All right, now we just wait for an egg. All right, so we got ourselves our first egg. Let me go ahead and check it out here. Actually, all 3 of our pins have eggs now, which is great. We'll check out the other 2 in a minute here. I'll probably just do those off camera. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Is it going to be good? Ivy's number 1. Please give me something good. Okay, not too bad at all. Let's go ahead and auto-hatch this one. Auto-hatch /1. And it's unfortunately a male, which means we cannot breed it with our Nidoking, so we'll have to be waiting for another egg. But that's a good start. It's good to see that we are going to be passing down quite a bit of... Actually, you know what? Let's check its nature. Let's make sure that passed down. It is sassy. It's the correct ability as well. Let me go ahead and Pokey Designer this into a female. And that way we can just switch it out and we don't have to wait for a whole nother egg because they do take a pretty long time sometimes. So there we go, confirm that, and then we'll go into the daycare here and take out this Mudkip. Retrieve, we'll take the Everstone, put it on our new Mudkip, daycare, and put this one into here. And that way we're gonna be passing down way better IVs than our other one. We're gonna be going from 42% with no 31s to 74% with 3 31s. So confirm that selection, and now we just wait for another egg. Okay, so we have another egg. It took about maybe 20 minutes to get this one, so really not too bad between eggs, but it does take a little bit of time waiting. Let's go ahead and check this thing out, and hopefully, IV's number 1, 74%. It's not really worth replacing. I think our other Mudkip is actually the same exact IVs. We should be able to hatch this one automatically, though, which is cool. Yeah, I think actually, let's just release this thing. Might as well put it towards our achievements, and I might actually go through and release some of these other Pokemon that we don't use either. And if we go and check achievements, hello there, release Pokemon. We have released 304 Pokemon out of 500 for our next achievement. Really, if we keep this up, we're gonna be there in no time. I feel like our island is a little bit empty right now. I think I need to build like a tree or something. I don't know exactly where to put one. I'm kind of thinking maybe right in this little patch here we could build a little like palm tree or something. That could be pretty cool. Or even over here, maybe even over here. So I want to keep this area mostly empty for now because I don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing with the arena, and I also want to keep this area mostly empty because I want to build a mansion house there. So I'm thinking we just go like right here, maybe even just like right out of the middle here, and kind of have it go up from there and kind of hang out over the beach a little bit or something, and build not necessarily a palm tree but some sort of a tropical looking tree. Which logs should we use for that? I don't know. I'll figure it out off camera. I just wanted to let you guys know what I was working on. I am still waiting for more eggs, so I'll build a tree while I'm waiting. Might as well. It is actually really hard. Ignore the leaves. The leaves aren't even, I barely started, but it's very hard to get a tree trunk built in survival mode. Now, I do have fly, so that makes it a whole lot easier, but it's still kind of a pain, and it's really hard to make it look good from all angles. Like over here, it really does not look that great. Not terrible, it's fine, but I was mainly kind of looking from this direction, and it looks pretty decent from here. And then we'll have the leaves kind of just go sprawling out over the side. Might look more like a willow tree, like I don't know the right words. I don't know different types of trees. And then over here it looks really odd because it looks like the base couldn't support the top, which I don't necessarily like. And then over here, it doesn't look as bad. I don't know. We're mostly going to be seeing it from this direction anyway, so I guess that's fine. And I'm going to add more of like a root system going through this whole area, and that should help out a little bit with making it look like it could support the weight up top. But yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. It looks okay, at least the trunk part. The leaves definitely need a whole lot more work. That looks really bad, but like I said, I just barely started. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up placing some of the leaves, and I will be back with you guys. Unfortunately, still nothing in the daycare. We have these two, but I don't really care about I just need more eggs here. Okay, well, I don't really like how the leaves turned out on this tree. I'll probably have to like burn them all off and restart. But at least we got a tree on our island now. It's better than nothing. The leaves definitely, it's really hard to build in survival, and I just suck at placing leaves properly. But honestly, tree doesn't look too bad. It just kind of looks a little bit strange on top. So if you squint and close one eye and then close the other eye, it actually looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and check the daycare. I believe we should have we still don't have an egg. Wow, it's been probably 30 minutes. Okay. I know it can take up to 60, but I was not expecting to be waiting this long for a Mudkip egg. But what I really need to do is start recording episodes the day before, and then I won't be in a rush because I can go pretty much as late as I want and into the next morning. I don't know. I just need to get on a better schedule with my recording, because at the moment what I'm doing is waking up, recording an episode, and posting that episode the same day. So I have to record, edit, render, upload all in a day, and hopefully before like 6 p.m. because that's really bad. And so it's not necessarily hard to do. It's just would be a lot easier to kind of just AFK and spend more time waiting on things like eggs if I recorded the day before, and I could record as late as I needed and then just upload the next day. I don't know what I'm really talking about, but I will hopefully be on a better schedule soon. I've been doing this YouTube thing for quite a while. I should have it down by now, but I definitely don't. So while we're waiting on an egg, I just want to do a little bit of a challenge. Actually, you know what? I don't even know. Okay, you got to help me decide. Should I keep my Dragonite like this? Should I make him shiny, or should I go metal form? Now, I'm going to go ahead and vote out the shiny form straight away. I don't really want a Barney-looking dragon on my team. So we're either going to go with Dragonite, the default texture, which I really like. It's really nostalgic. But we could also go ahead and turn him into a metal Dragonite. Now, I don't want to do that without your guys' kind of permission, because it is a little bit cheating. You can't normally change your Pokemon into aura forms. But if you guys would like me to have a metal Dragonite on my team, change this guy into a metal Dragonite, go ahead and leave a like on this video. If it hits 150 likes, oh, that's way too high. We're never going to get a metal Dragonite. Oh, well, too bad. I already said it. So 150 likes, I will go ahead and turn him into a metal Dragonite. I really want one. They look amazing. You guys will see if you haven't seen already. And if this video hits 150 likes, which I don't even know if it will, but if you want it, just leave a like. Help me out here. Give me a metal Dragonite, please. I want it so bad, but I can't just change it without... Yeah, okay. Well, we'll see how that goes. Come on. Is there still no egg? This is taking forever. This is why I buy my Pokemon, guys. It's been about an hour and a half. We've got 2 eggs, which isn't too bad, but kind of bad because I need to upload this video very soon. So I'm still waiting on this egg from the daycare. I don't think it's here yet. Nope, of course not, but I have made some changes to the island. I figured I'd take a minute here to show you exactly what I've done. I've actually done quite a bit because I've been sitting here for about 45 minutes waiting for this Mudkip egg. So I went ahead and I added just a ton of more detail to the little rocky area, and this is kind of just a proof of concept. I think it looks pretty good, and I do want to expand it all the way around, and I'm kind of thinking we make like a rock like that, only like 4 or 5 times as big. We put it like somewhere around here, and then we have kind of like a pathway leading down into the water, and it leads into like an enchantment room or something like underneath the water. I feel like that could look really cool. Not sure if you can envision exactly what I'm thinking of, but if it comes out right, it'll look awesome, just like the rest of my island, which I guess that's how anything works. If it comes out right, then it'll look great. Okay, so I also added a extra layer, which took a very long time because I have to add the entire sandstone layer just to place the sand on top. And I think that does add a lot to the island. It does make it look a lot better, but I think we might even need to go out a 3rd layer and go 1 block deeper and see how that turns out, because this looks awesome, but it kind of still just leaves it in an awkward spot where it's kind of just hanging out. Maybe we'll go 2 blocks down and then build another layer so it gets deeper a little bit quicker. I'm not sure. We'll see. But I also added a little bit of a sand dune sort of hill here, and also a couple more parts here and here that just are 1 block up. I think it adds a lot to the island. And then actually I added in some sandstone blocks mixed in with the sand. and I guess it could be like wet sand, kind of compressed sand. I don't know exactly what it's supposed to look like, but it does make it look a little bit better. It's pretty unnoticeable unless you actually know it's there. I don't really think I would even notice it, but it does look pretty good compared to just straight up sand. All right, guys, so it's been about an hour since I put these guys in the daycare. Now, it should be getting pretty close to the next egg coming out, but I have to post this video sometime today. And if I want to get it out today, then I'm going to have to speed this process up. So what we're going to do is go ahead and take these two out, and I'm going to go ahead and just use the Pokey Designer to get a better Mudkip. Maybe I'll go back and breed a second one to replace this one in the future just so it's more legit. But I just have to because I want this video to go up sometime today. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go in the Pokey Designer. I am going to go ahead and modify this girl, to get her exactly perfect how we want her. And I'm going to explain exactly why we put the different moves, different abilities, and different things like that onto the Mudkip. So you guys can get an idea of what we're going to be using this Pokemon for and why we're going to be using it in the way that we are. Okay, so jumping into the Pokey Designer here, we first need to go to the IVs, of course. And we're going to be going with... Okay, we already have some perfect IVs, which is great. The bottom three are already perfect. We're going to go ahead and max out defense just so he's a little more tanky. And we're also going to max out attack. Also got to max out HP, which was really low there. So that's going to be quite expensive, but it's pretty important because HP is one of those things that we're really going to need with our ability, which I'll talk about here in a minute. But before we do that, we're going to pick our EVs. So first one is going to be the HP EVs. We're going to be going all the way up to 252 in this category just to increase the amount of HP that our Swampert is going to have. So 252. And we're also going to be going with special defense because that's his best defensive stat. And we really, really want him to be able to sustain some damage here. So maxing that out to 252 as well. And I think we'll put the rest in maybe just regular defense or attack. I don't think it really matters, so I'm going to toss him into defense. So there we go. We got our EVs, our IVs done. Moving along to ability. He already has the correct ability. She already has the correct ability. I keep doing that. So Torrent. Basically, the way Torrent works is if your HP drops below 1/3 of its maximum, then water type moves will do 50% more damage. So that's great for us. Mudkip is going to have a ton of HP, or rather Swampert is going to have a ton of HP, especially because we put those EVs into HP. So we should have a pretty good section there where we'll get that bonus once our Swampert gets to low HP. And of course we have that increased special defense, which should help us take a lot less damage, which should mean that we survive a little bit longer when we are below 1/3 HP, and we'll get use of that damage boost. Now its other ability is called Damp. It's its hidden ability. All that does is prevent Pokemon from using the moves Self-Destruct and Explosion, and it also prevents damage from the ability Aftermath. So really, that's all it does. Not really that useful. I definitely think the Torrent ability is a lot more valuable here. So Nature, I already kind of explained, but we're going with Sassy just because it lowers speed, increases special defense, kind of goes along with what we want here for our Swampert. And that's really it. I do need to change the Premier Ball. I need to change into a Premier Ball. I need to do that on my Dragonite as well. But we're going to go ahead and confirm this, go ahead and confirm that, and we're going to go ahead and actually Pokey Designer our Dragonite into a Premier Ball really quick here as well, because I want my whole main team to be in Premier Balls just so they all match. So there we go. We got that. I'm going to go ahead and actually go into the daycare and get my Nidoking out as well, because he's a part of our main squad here. So we're up to 4 Pokemon. Now what we need to focus on is getting the correct moveset on our Mudkip. So lucky for us, 3 out of 4 of our moves are just straight up TMs, super easy. We got Scald. Do we have Toxic here anywhere? All right, we're gonna have to go buy Toxic. Okay, and we have an Earthquake TM as well, so let's go ahead and warp on over to the shop and grab ourselves that Toxic TM. Now, the final move that we're actually going to be putting on, besides these 3, Scald, Earthquake, and Toxic, is Stealth Rocks. The only way for us to get Stealth Rocks on our Swampert, Mudkip, Marshtomp, whatever we have at the time, is to actually go ahead and use a Move Tutor, which isn't all that great because they are pretty difficult to find, the ones with the correct moves that you want, but we're going to be on the lookout for that. And for now, we'll go ahead and teach him these 3 moves. So here we go. Mudkip, please be able to learn moves. Okay, good, you can. I was having some issues with my Dragonite in the last How to Train Your Pokemon video, and I couldn't actually teach him any of the TMs. So he cannot learn Earthquake. Okay, maybe he can only learn it once he is... I don't think that's how that works. I thought TMs went through all 3 evolution lines. I don't know. It's not telling me you can't learn it. It's just not letting me teach it. That is very strange, But we'll figure that out after we level him up here. So let's start focusing on getting those levels. And actually, I'm just going to go ahead and use the Pokey Designer. We already used it so much. Might as well use it a little bit more. We spent about 8 hours waiting for the eggs. Okay, that's an exaggeration. About 2 hours waiting for the eggs. Which I definitely, like, I want to make this clear. I definitely would not have modified the IVs like that. I would have just kept breeding. But I want to also not mess up uploading every day here on the channel. So I really need to get into a better situation with how I record my videos, recording them like a day in advance, so I have more time to work on them. Because at the moment, I have about 2 hours, 2-3 hours to record a video. And if I'm waiting 2 hours just to get an egg, it doesn't really work out all that well. So going into the level here, pretty cheap to increase levels. We're going to go ahead and boost him up to 50, just like the rest of our Pokemon, and we should be able to rare candy him to evolve into a Marshtomp now. So warping on over to /home. There we go. Grab our rare candies here so we can evolve him, and hopefully these will work. And oh no. Oh no. We got the bug, guys. We got the bug. Okay, so we have the moveset completely done here. We have Stealth Rock, Earthquake, Scald, and Toxic. We're going to be using Stealth Rock just to get some damage done to any Pokemon that swap into the battle. It basically just does, I don't actually know, 1/16 by default, I believe, of the Pokemon's HP. And then, of course, it'll do more damage if the Pokemon is weak to Rock-type moves. I could be wrong on the numbers there, but I think it's something like that every time they switch in a battle. Toxic, of course, just poisons the enemy, which is great because poison does more damage every single turn. Scald is just a pretty good water-type move. It also has a chance to leave the opponent with burn, and then Earthquake is just a great ground-type move. So pretty good spread here on the moveset. Of course, we have the Sassy Nature we've already talked about. We have the Torn ability we've already talked about. So the final thing that we need to go ahead and do is get our held item, which we're going to be going ahead and going with, well, let's see if we actually have it here. Let's see, Leftovers. There we go. Okay, because he's a bit of a tank, Leftovers should be pretty great for him. I believe Leftovers heal either 1/8 or 1/16 of your health every single turn. I feel like it's probably 1/16, but I could be wrong on that. Let me go ahead and look it up real quick. Okay, yes, it is 1/16 of your Pokemon's HP every single turn, which is great for a tank that has a lot of HP. So we're looking pretty good on our team now. Let me go ahead and Poke Heal, make sure everybody's up to full. And this is what we're working with. We got our Nidoking, our Mawile, our Dragonite, and our Swampert, which Swampert, I don't know. I kind of like regular Swampert better than the shiny form. So I guess you can let me know down in the comments, as well as with Dragonite, which texture should I go with, shiny or regular? And same with Mawile, honestly. Nidoking's the only one where I really prefer the shiny form. And actually, I don't even know on Nidoking. I might just switch them all back to regular forms, to be honest. I don't even know. Let me know down in the comments your thoughts on that. But we're going to go ahead and end this video here. I feel like I kind of explained what we're going to be using our Swampert for the most part. We are now at 4 out of 6 of our total Pokemon. Now, because I want to go ahead and actually get my entire team done, tomorrow might be another How to Train Your Pokemon video. Maybe Scolipede, maybe we'll be going with Ferrothorn. I don't know yet. You'll have to wait and see. But of course, like always, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We are almost to 30,000 subscribers, which I will either be doing a video or a live stream over on Hypixel and seeing if maybe we can get the YouTuber rank over there once we hit that number. So help me out by subscribing and leave a like on the video if you did enjoy. And that's going to be it. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.